Hi everybody, Lindsay Rasnick here with the Indiana Clean Lakes program to introduce you to the first in a series of videos we've created to help with training on water quality monitoring activities within our volunteer program. These videos will serve as an introduction to some of the water quality monitoring activities we do, or can also serve as a refresher that you can use from year to year as you get back into the swing of water quality monitoring. So in this first video, we'll be going over how to take a Secchi disc measurement. So I'll give a quick overview and then we'll continue on to an actual field demonstration of how to use a Secchi disc. A Secchi disc is a black and white disc, much like the one that I have with me here, and it's usually attached to a measuring tape or a chain or just something that is measurable as you lower it into the water. The Secchi disc gives us a measurement of water clarity and is one of the simplest and most straightforward tools that we have for water quality monitoring. So our volunteer Secchi discs are attached to measuring tapes which are in feet and tenths of feet, and this just makes it easier when recording. It reduces the amount of error, and it's just easier to read as you're lowering the disc into the water. So to collect a Secchi measurement, you're going to lower the disc slowly into the water until the black and white strips are no longer visible on your disc. And then you're going to record that measurement. And then you're going to start to raise it back up just until you can see the disc again and record that measurement as well. The average of these two depths is going to be your actual Secchi measurement. So the Secchi measurement tells us about water clarity. The greater the depth of the Secchi, the clearer the water. So when collecting a Secchi measurement, the user is also going to record some qualitative observations, such as the date that they're taking the measurement, the time, as well as the general aesthetic of the water, the recreation potential of the lake, and things like that. This gives us some additional context into the actual quantitative measurement of the Secchi. After collecting Secchi data, the volunteers will then use our online data entry form to send in all the data that they collected for that particular sampling event, or they can wait until the end of the season and enter all of their data at once. Then, at the end of the year, we'll compile all of that data and release it back to the volunteers. More information about what the Secchi measurement tells us is available on our website under the Lake Information and Data tab, so be sure to go to that and view our document about interpreting lake data just to get some more background information and a general overview of what Secchi measurements can tell us. Continuing in this video, we have, like I said, a field demonstration of using a Secchi disc. So continue on to watch that, and happy sampling. So like I said, after you drop your anchor, the first thing you want to do is go ahead and collect your Secchi measurement. So for this, you want to make sure that you have your disc as well as your data sheet ready to go. That's just to keep those separated. So before you take your Secchi, the other thing you want to have ready to go is your little cheat card, which will tell you your starting volume that you're going to filter for chlorophyll. So before starting, you want to make sure that you filled out just some general information on your data sheet, your lake name, the date that you're sampling, the time you're sampling. Right now we're close to 2:15. It's okay to round up a couple of minutes. And then after you've written your sample time, we're ready to get going. So, when collecting a Secchi, it's good practice to do it on the shady side of the boat. Sometimes, like at midday, that's kind of hard to do, and that's all right. But like for this instance, this side would probably be better than that side, I would say. And then also, if you're like me and you're wearing a hat or sunglasses, you want to take those off for while you're collecting the Secchi. I just like to turn mine around because that will affect the vision of your Secchi disc. So okay. So everyone can come over and look. If we don't tip me over. So you're gonna lower it slowly into the water. You don't want to go too fast because you want it to be sinking slowly.
Do you still have to look directly over it?
Yep.
Okay.
You're gonna look directly, just like I'm doing, straight down at your disc, and then you're going to take a measurement where it disappears. And this is going to be different for everyone. So right here, it's gone for me.
I can still see
Oh, actually, yeah, I can too a little bit. My shadow is kind of over it. So that's the other thing is if your shadow is over it, that's gonna affect it as well.
I can't see it
So
anymore.
No, I
yeah,
can't either.
so this is probably where we would want to take a measurement. That's gonna be at the surface of the water. So right here we're at about 2.3, and it's okay if you're, 0.01 off. That's all right. That's not gonna
So, like,
cause a problem.
Right now, I can see that there's just a little bit of light down there, but you can't really make it out. What is
Yeah,
the...
so it has disappeared when you can't see the separation between the white and the black anymore. So when you can't see that disc anymore, that's when you're gonna take a measurement, and then you're gonna start to pull it back up. Oh, other way, sorry. You're gonna start to pull it back up and then take a measurement when you can see it again. So at this point,
I can see it.
I can see it again. So I'm gonna take a measurement and I'm at 2.2. So that is gonna be really, really close. It shouldn't be too far off. 0.1 off is about what you're gonna be.
Should we average the two measurements?
So we're gonna average, exactly. We're gonna average those two and then write that on our data sheet.
2.25.
Yep, exactly.